I found what on an old hard drive? Got you with that clickbaity title, didn't I? Although, this isn't clickbait. I actually did find a weird design that I thought we could redo today. I'll catch you up to speed in our overpriced software. Let's hop on over, shall we? Alright guys, so I just found this idea for a logo deep in a hard drive of mine. I vaguely remember putting this together, having the idea, and just thinking I gotta hash this out on Illustrator and tuck it away in case it becomes anything. Well, it's become evidently clear that it's not gonna become anything, but I still kinda like it, so I figure I'm just gonna polish it up and make an episode out of it. Just ahead of time, I apologize to any vegetarian or vegan viewers I might have, but it is what it is, so let's get into it. So I thought it would be kind of funny if this was a logo for I don't know, an eatery that only sold veal. Since these are fairly young letters, you could say. Anyways, I just thought it would be called something like, tasty veal. And I think what's gonna happen is the word tasty is gonna be on the cow in like cow print, and then veal is gonna be these squishy letters down here. One of my initial ideas was to have this cow be like super long and for there to be just a ton of letters down there. I thought it'd be funny, but I feel like when I stretched it out a while ago, it kind of made me think of a centipede, which is not exactly the vibe I want to give off. So, yeah, let's get started. I'll check in with you guys in a minute. Alright, first things first, only 4 letters in veal. I'm getting rid of 2 nipples and condensing the cow down to a more reasonable size. Oh, also, as you can tell, I flipped the cow this way. And the reason is I can have veal down here, but I can also have tasty up here, and it'll have a nice kind of stacked effect. It won't be all to the right side, if that makes sense. I just think it'll be a little bit more visually balanced for a logo that I don't think has any hope of being visually balanced, but we'll see. Oh man, what does a cow's tail even look like? All right. Interesting. All right, we got a lot to work with. This one's kind of funny how it's cropped like that. I guess maybe I'll do something like that. That is a hopefully happier cow. All right, well, I've rounded some edges out. That's a shapelier cow, I guess. So this is currently what I have here. I just took a typeface and made it a little jiggly, but I feel like to get the effect I want, I'm gonna just have to hand draw what I'm thinking. And to give you a sense of what I'm gonna be going for, I'm thinking, so I have V. That looks like a heart. Ooh. Should be a little bit thicker at the bottom, like it's being filled with milk. I'm thinking, you know how like a water balloon, like when you start filling it up is kind of a teardrop shape? I think that's kind of what I'm going for with these letters. And the L. Now I'm thinking I can actually squish them together a little bit more. Something like that, where they're all just kind of bunched up together. Gross, but okay, we're gonna get started. Now this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna outline, stroke, use my Pathfinder tool, cut away some of this overlap. The A is going to kind of be in front of everything. Also, I'm going to fill in the inside with a different color, probably a lighter pink. Now, what I really think will add the cherry on top is some little highlights. All right, let's get that out of there and this into here. All right, and we can bring all this stuff in closer to make it more like an actual cow. Still seems too small. Okay, this is turning out to be a disaster that doesn't look very good. But I'm going to start working on the word tasty. I'm kind of shocked this is working out so well. I like how this A and this S have this really tight, and I guess this T can too, have kind of a tight little corner there. So I think I'm going to emulate that in the Y. Ooh, yeah, that's better. That is better. All right, so we're bringing tasty onto our cow. Now what we are going to do is mesh. Make with mesh. This gives me an idea. Editor's note, I didn't say this while I was making the work because I was overworking my brain apparently, but I decided that I didn't really need the full cow, like I didn't need the back end. So I just used this black square to highlight the front of the cow. I figured that's all the information you really need, and then I can have room for this type. So yeah, that's where the new direction goes. No longer are my letters suckling from the teat of the cow, but you know, sacrifices must be made. All right, bye. Now I'm gonna put some text up here. What is veal known for? Okay, veal is the meat of calves. In contrast to the beef from older cattle, veal can be produced from a calf of either sex and any breed. However, most veal comes from young males of dairy breeds, which are not used for breeding. Generally, veal is more expensive than beef from older cattle. Okay, we're gonna do some more reading in here. Ew. I wonder if I should get a meat texture to put on top of the letters. That might be too disturbing. I don't know. All right, well, I ended up going with this chunkier look, getting rid of this former veal texture. It was a little bit much, too many colors in a logo. I think this one looks better with the pink, white, and brown. I'm gonna change this text up here. Put the name of the restaurant up here. You want some type scale, so I'm gonna go light on these ones. Ooh, we have light oblique. All right, before I totally finalize this, I kind of want to play with the placement of this text. Maybe I'll tuck it away down here. I don't know, I feel like having tasty veal twice is a little bit redundant, so I might get rid of it. I mean, we can always do something weird. All right, here it is. Usually what I like to do with my logos is if they're in color, I like to make sure that a version will work in black and white in case it needs to be printed out somewhere and color options are limited. I think it looks pretty nice. It's crazy to look at where we started. I had an idea with the suckling letters, but it just ended up not quite working out as I would like to. So, you know what they say, kill your darlings, or at least, you know, I think that's what they say, that's what they mean. But yeah, get rid of something that you're attached to and maybe something better will come out of it. While I don't necessarily condone the consumption of veal, I hope that if you saw this logo on the street, you would at least be curious to try it. Maybe pick up some merchandise for the whole family. You wish. Too bad there's no such thing. I suppose the next best thing would be to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already for more velvety, fine-grained content. I'll see you on the flip side, homies. Peace.